Hey guys, it's Lewis from Recycle Bicycle Sales here. We're here at the Santos Tour Down Under for the 2025 year anniversary. We're joined today by Tayte Ryan, the Junior World Champion.
Hey guys, thanks for having me. Let's have a look around.
So for all the viewers that haven't heard about Tayte Ryan, tell us a bit about yourself.
Hey guys, I'm Tate. So I'm a track cyclist from Adelaide, and I've been riding for about 4 years now. And this year I've just gotten back from racing overseas at the UCI Track Champions League. I've had a pretty good year so far. Had Junior Worlds early in the year where I managed to defend my Junior World title, break a world record, and win the sprint title as well. So needless to say, it's been a pretty good year for me.
So he's pretty much as good as a junior gets, and now he's moving up to elite. He's a name that you should remember. Speaking of the UCI Track League, we actually sponsored Tate so that he could go and race that series, and there is an awesome photo of him in a photo finish with the current UCI gold medalist. Let's start with the team zone. So we've actually just gone for a wander around here in the team zone. In here, we'll see all of the different mechanics for the different teams, cleaning the bikes, servicing the bikes, replacing handlebar tape. There was a race on today, and there's another race on tonight. So the mechanics have to make sure that the bikes are nice and ready to go for tonight's race. Big races like these, there's so many parts that need to be replaced on bikes. I reckon handlebar tape gets replaced almost every single stage, chains, all these different parts of bikes, tires probably as well. So the mechanics have to be really fast at what they do. We're only a couple of hours away from tonight's race, so you'll see the mechanics putting the final touches on before they send the bikes off. If you look in the background, you'll even see that there's some shoes down there. The mechanics are making sure that the cleats are set up perfectly between the race. So I've done a little bit of small racing here, but I've never really done any big racing. Tate here is a professional bike racer. He races on the track for a living. The track is a little bit different to the road, but I think nonetheless, there's probably a couple of things that marry across. What can you tell us about racing?
Yeah, this sort of home base here of the teams is something that you see quite similar in track. Everyone has their own pits, and in that pits you've got all the mechanical stuff happening. So right now you see all the mechanics fixing up the bikes, preparing them for tonight's race, but it's also a nutritional home base. You see him behind us there on that table there, full of everything the riders need for a big day, especially on a hot day like today. They need ice stockings, they need energy gels, they need water, they need energy drinks, they need everything to get them through a hot stage. So this is really the home base. It covers riders. They can come here before the stage, get ready, get out those pre-race nerves, and get fueled for the stage.
I've been complaining about the temperature all day. I've been drinking lots of water, but I've been standing still. So the riders that are out there, I don't know what it was, 34 degrees today or something like that. It's pretty damn hot, so
yeah,
you're probably right.
Doing Wollonga Hill twice in 34 degrees is pretty hard work.
I think somebody didn't finish the race yesterday because they passed out with heat stroke.
Wouldn't surprise me, it's pretty hot out there.
What about food? What are you eating before you go for a bike race?
Yeah, well, I mean, it really starts in the morning. You want to make sure you have a big breakfast and stuff like that. But before races, riders sometimes have something that they'll eat before every single race, but really just making sure you're filled up with plenty of carbs, plenty of stuff like that. So energy gels, carbs, make sure you've got enough food for the ride as well, especially if they're doing big 100+ K stages. You need enough fuel for that stage.
Exactly.
So you need to keep refueling and eating during the stage. So really making sure that you've had enough in your breakfast and your main meals throughout the day, and then just topping up for the race with enough energy. And like, especially with Tour Down Under, you're doing multiple stages a day. You're not just thinking about that stage. You need to be thinking about down the track, end of the week, when you're 5 stages in and you're cooked. You know, you need to have that extra energy there. The riders can't just be thinking about that one day. They have to be thinking long-term about that last few stages, because if they blow up then, they can lose big time in GC.
Yeah, or screw up the rest of their team if they blow up as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, it's really about the team effort and making sure that at the end of the race, everyone's still there, everyone's still fresh.
Yeah. We've just jumped into the tech tent here. There are so many brands around the place. There's bikes, there's shoes, there's new padded shorts, there's everything. And we've just found a trainer here. So I wanted to ask Tate some questions about how he does training for all the track cycling. I imagine it's a bit different from normal road bikes, right?
Yeah, it's a lot different. Like, roadies are going to spend a lot of time on the trainer. You know, if it's too bad weather outside to train, they're going to do their case on the ergo. They can do more specific sessions on the ergo. Say if they're doing like 15, 30s, 30, 40, something like that on the ergo.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to do on the ergo than it would be on the road. For me, I do a lot of time in the gym and a lot of time doing strength efforts on the track. So actually, I've got to be honest, I've never put my road bike on an ergo before because I just don't need to. You know?
Okay.
So it's a lot different to what the roadies are doing.
Should we get him on the trainer then? I reckon I want to see you on the trainer. We'll see if you know how to
give
use
it a
one.
go. I can't promise I'll be any good though.
All right, let's give it a go.
All right. This is my helmet.
Do you know what gears are?
I do know what gears are.
This is actually one of the fun games as well. It's called Zwift. And Zwift, you're able to ride against people all over the world. Like we've got the Chinese flag, the German flag. You're able to literally race against people all over the world. You look like a track cyclist. Oh, Tate, how's the cardio?
It's not good, Lewis. It's not good. I've tried your sport now. Now you got to try mine.
All right, let's go give it a try. As we're walking around the tech tent, I've just found the perfect example here. This is a normal road bike. This is what most of us are riding around on. And there's a track bike right next to it. That's what Tate rides. What is the difference for the track bike?
Yeah, well, you notice a few key differences. The big one is it's got no gears on it. It's fixed gear. So the pedals just keep turning. You can't freewheel like you can on a road bike. Additionally, it also has no brakes. So there's no way of stopping other than backpedaling. So that's the big difference there. And the carbon in it is a lot stiffer. So the bike itself is going to handle power a lot better than a road bike would.
What's the fastest that you'd go on one of these on the flat?
I think the fastest I've ever been is about 75. Some of the quicker guys get up to about 80 plus sometimes though.
You know, you just said 75, not 55 there?
Yeah, 75.
Oh my gosh. So 75, no gears, no brakes. How do you stop?
Well, on a velodrome, there's not really anything to hit like on the road. So on the road, you got people coming out in front of you. On the track though, you can just do a few wind down laps. Eventually your speed comes down slow enough so you can jump off.
When we're looking at road bikes, you've got so many different gears that you can pick between. The track bike, as we've been saying, you're only stuck in one gear. This bike here I'm looking at is a 51 tooth chainring on the front. And what do you think that looks like on the back?
I think it's about a 14, I'm guessing.
A 14? Yeah. What are you running when you're out there?
It depends on the race really. Some races you need to be able to accelerate quickly from the bottom of the track. So I might be running, say, a 58 14.
How small one?
Yeah. And then other times, like when you're doing a flying effort from the top of the track, I might be running like 60, 62, 63, 14. And it really depends. And sometimes in training, I've been upwards as big as 70, 12 before.
Oh my goodness.
So sometimes for training, you need to go even bigger than that. So you can see some really ridiculous gear ratios on the track. But you know, that's just because it's a lot different to road cycling. The speeds you're going for higher.
Yeah, I think when we're looking at these road bikes, I think the biggest chainring size that I see is like a 53 tooth, to put it in perspective. And he's talking about running a 60.
In my shoes. Alrighty, so we just arrived at the Zip Track sprint bike. Me and Lewis are going to sign up and we're going to have a race. It's not working.
You hit 62k an hour? Oh my gosh. You hit 1200 watts? Holy.
The gears were slipping.
Oh man. My gears, I was trying to tap it, but I kept thinking my knee was going to hit the bar.
Yeah.
But
I was in the big gear, right? And watch this, hang on. I'm in the big gear and it just slips.
all right. Oh yeah.
See that?
Oh yeah.
It's not like
Broken. That's an unfair race. We're going to do it again. I need to catch my breath. That was hard work. Now, as you'd expect, Tate won, but I gave it my absolute all and I got second place.
it was pretty hard. Lewis almost had me. I don't know if you can see the blinds, but there's only that much between them. He almost had me.
To be fair, his chainring was slipping.
Regardless of that, there's that much in it.
Yeah.
It was pretty close.
And now we're doing some cardio for warm down. Tate doesn't know what cardio is. Well, that was heaps of fun. Thanks for watching. We're gonna go check out the rest of the village and we might even go and watch the race. We'll see you in the next video. See you guys.
See ya. Thank you. This is my jersey. This is also my jersey.